Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Fox's Best Laid Plans, the planner channel that spent 3 days at Gowild telling everybody, just give yourself 72 hours to decompress after you get home. You really just need to take some time to just come down from the conference, and then spent the last 2 days wondering, why can't I get anything done? I warned other people about this, and I didn't take my own advice. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the post-Gowild crash. It's real, we all talk about it, and then we all forget to take ourselves seriously with it. And it's real. Oh my goodness, y'all. All right, so this was last week's spread. You can tell what happened here. I went to Gowild. This kit was from Keisha from A Little Spark. It just turned out so cute. Her kits are just so vibrant and really, really adorable. So I finally got everything filled out yesterday. I thought I would have time in the mornings. I feel like I had so much more time in Vegas, and I don't know why that was. But we'll talk about Gowild as we're going on and doing this week's plan. So we are moving on to the week of Monday, April 22nd through Sunday, April 28th. This is my Moxie Life Planner. It's getting thick, and we're not even halfway through the year yet. Oh dear. Okay. It's Wednesday. I fully intended to plan yesterday, and I was like ready to go, and then like we just had so much stuff to do to get ready for the week because I just was moving at like a snail's pace the last couple of days. So I don't know. We're doing the best that we can. So here's my kit. It's from Sassy Apple Studio. It's called The Haunting. I think it's supposed to be maybe for October, but as y'all probably remember, I don't really like purple in October. I like orange and black in October. I like purple in April and September, and I think this has a little typewriter and a little book in here, and I am working on the final week of Camp Nano this week. So I think it was perfect. So let's dive in. All right, so we got these little spooky things here. And we have these too. All right, we'll figure it out. So Gowild was an absolute blast. I had so much fun. I really did. And I just am exhausted from it still. So I got home Sunday afternoon, evening, I guess like 5, what time did we get home? 5:30? I can't even remember. Yeah, 5:30. And boy, did it take a long time. Like the flight itself was only like 2.5 hours. It wasn't bad from Dallas. It was a direct flight. One thing about me is if I'm going to a place that is a layover for another place, I will be damned if I will take a flight that has a layover. So when we fly, like if we fly American often, don't even get me started. We don't even want to talk about that. It's either Phoenix or Dallas that we fly through. This is when we go out to Central Coast. Oh man, that's crooked already. How are we gonna start it off like this? When we go out to San Luis Obispo, Southwest does not fly into San Luis Obispo. Southwest, if you're listening to me, you know my one dream is that you start flying into San Luis Obispo. Please do it for me. Do it for me. But, so we usually fly, if we fly into San Luis Obispo, we fly American. And it's you either connect in Phoenix or Dallas. So I was like, I am definitely only doing direct to Dallas because Dallas is a place that we stop. So same thing with Vegas. Vegas is a stopping point on other flights. We don't take anything to Vegas that involves a layover. These are the rules. I don't make the rules. Actually, I did make that rule, but I also follow it. So it was only a 2.5 hour flight, which was not bad, but we sat on the tarmac. Like we like taxied out and then just like chilled. No one gave us updates. I started to get anxious. There's a whole situation. And then finally they're like, we've been cleared for takeoff. And then we went. And I was like, okay, what is going on here? Just very not good communication. That was kind of a theme of the weekend, actually, if we're being honest here. Nope, I did this wrong again. I do this every single week. I forget. Line it up with that line. So by the time I got home on Sunday, it was like, oh God, I don't even know. We must have gotten home around 7 finally, by the time I like got my bag, got off the plane, got my bag, and got home. And then I took like a 20-minute nap, got in the shower, got dressed, and then we went to dinner because it was husband's birthday on Saturday. I was, whose wife goes to a planner conference on her husband's birthday? Me. It was me. But I had his blessing. He was like, please go do that. And I was like, you got it. So Gowild was so fun, but oh my goodness, I swear to you, well, I know we had less activities in Vegas. I know that is true. It's not just me imagining that, because I feel like we had nothing on Friday. I feel like we had, I think in Vegas we must have had a lunch break between sessions. So we must have had like the morning and then a lunch break, because I have a picture of me and some friends getting tacos in the middle of the day. And I think that was because we had a lunch break. And then we must have had like a couple sessions in the afternoon. It wouldn't like covering up that mirror. That mirror is cute. And here I am putting these big bulky stickers over it. Oh well, whatever. Putting them on crooked. So I think that must have been what it was. Like we had sessions until like 12, and then we had another session from like 1 until, I don't know, something. But then in the evening on Friday night, it was just like, you know, do your own thing. And that's when I went out with Jen and Janaea from the Caffeine Queens. And then Saturday we had a break, but we did have a break on Saturday this year too. But on Friday, we had the sessions from 8 a.m. until Martha was done at like 1:15 or 1:30. Martha Stewart, y'all. She's hilarious. She DGAF. She's Martha, and if you want to experience Martha, then you got to experience Martha on Martha's terms. And I respect the heck out of that as someone who doesn't know how to set boundaries. I'm like, girl, teach me your ways. So she was hilarious. But she went until like 1:15 or 1:30, and then at 2 or 3 o'clock, there were these like little breakout sessions that were happening that were like people running them, not like Gowild running them. And so the one that I went to started at 3. It was technically 3 to 6. It was scrapbooking. And I went for like 2 hours. And then I was like, I gotta go back and take a nap before the evening, because then from 7 until 10, we had the evening crop. And I thought a crop was like scrapbooking. They call it a crop, but it's really just, it was 3 separate little projects, which was really cute. The first one was more like style and technique to use for your bullet journal with Mark from Mark Your Pages, who I'd never heard of him before, but I liked him. He was very nice and fun. And then the second one was Bess from Lights Planner Action, who everybody adores because she's adorable. And hers was about memory keeping, so she gave us these like little memory keeper thingies. So we were working on that, and that was a lot of fun. And then the third one was Amanda Rachley, who also I have heard of and never knew who she was. And hers was doodling, and so we learned how to draw this little frog called Fredbert, who's like her little, I guess she drew him the one time and everybody loved him, so he's like a recurring character on her channel. I will show my picture of my Fredbert. Look at the majesty. Look how nice he looks. Yes, very nice. I am not a doodler, nor was anybody else at our table, but we tried our best and we had a hilarious, wonderful time. So that was nice. So anyway, I feel like the time in Vegas that we had to like decompress or not be like scheduled things, we did not have that. And the other thing was that I wasn't staying at the host hotel, and I felt better about it because I hung out with my friend Summer, who we met in Vegas, and we met at Cindy's. Cindy had a Patreon meetup, and we met there in Vegas in 2019, and we have stayed friends the whole time, like since then. And I like this one here. We hung out on Friday. We went to the planner fair, which was new. No, wait, that's Thursday. We hung out on Thursday. We went to the planner fair, which was a new thing. And maybe they've done it in the past 2 years. So I went in 2019 to Vegas, and then 2020 was supposed to be Planaheim, and I was supposed to go to that. It got obviously canceled, rescheduled. And it was, then they redid it in 2022 in Anaheim. I did not go because I was working that week. And then last year, 2023, was DC, which would have been great to go to because I could drive to that, but again, working. So this year was the first year I was able to go since Vegas, since 2019. So I don't know if they have done this previously the last 2 years, but they didn't do it in Vegas. They had the planner fair where they had all these different booths set up, and y'all, when I tell you the amount of damage that I did at Simply Gilded, in my defense, everything was like on wicked sale. Like, so her $18 sticker kits were $7. I mean, you can't say no to that, right? You just can't. So, but they didn't have that before. They had like registration on Thursday, and then I think they had like a couple of photo op thingies, like you could take a picture. There was like the wall that says the Wild Ones and has everybody's name on it. Then there was like there was like a balloon arch or something like that. Some kind of like, you know, little photo op thingies like that. But nothing to shop. And this year there was this whole planner fair. So Summer and her friend Hannah, they both live in Dallas, so they were local. I hung out with them on Thursday. We went to the planner fair. Then we went to the kickoff or the welcome party, that was one of my least favorite parts of the weekend. And I was like, oh God, all these people who were new were like, is this how the whole weekend's gonna go? And we had to be like, no, that's not how it's gonna go. It's gonna be better, don't worry. But we hung out for that. And then we went to the pool, which was amazing. I had pool time twice on Thursday, which was great. But Summer made me feel better because they, obviously when it was announced that it was Dallas and local, she was like, oh, I knew I could go. So they booked their hotel like right away. She said that the host hotel sold out in 48 hours. And I was like, okay, well now I feel better about not being there. Because that was the one thing that I think that was like really kind of shitty, was like, we stayed at so they had, the host hotel was the new Lowe's Arlington. And then, I've never heard of Lowe's brand before, and now I've heard of it, and it's very expensive. And then there's one called Live at Lowe's, which is like by Texas Live. It's like, I don't know, this was the weirdest little, I don't know. It's like, where we were was Arlington, Texas, which is like a part of Dallas, but it's not Dallas. And it's where like the Texas Rangers ball field is, and where the Dallas Cowboys boo stadium is. And 11 to 5. I'm like, my brain is just a potato right now. I have to think really hard to write things on here. So it wasn't even like we were like really in downtown Dallas, and like there was like not stuff close by. So I didn't think I would need a car, because I'm like, I'm just going back and forth to the conference. But like, there was nothing you could really walk to. There was not like a grocery store or a Target or a Walmart that you could walk to. So like, I had to get something for Plan Jamma, and I had to have it DoorDashed to me, which was like, this is very embarrassing. Who orders DoorDash for like something that's not takeout, right? But anyway, that being said, I think that was also part of my situation of like why I just felt so exhausted the whole time, was because, so there was, the Lowe's was the main hotel where the conference was. Then that Live by Lowe's was like the first sister hotel, and that was attached by a sky bridge. That also sold out very fast. And then they had the Sheraton, and I think they had one other one, and I stayed at the Sheraton. And that was like the sister hotel. So you still got the room block rate and everything. You still got the room drops, which was cool. And it was maybe a little less than 3/4 of a mile walking. But y'all, Dallas was like swamp weather. It was like South Carolina in August weather. Like the humidity and the sweatiness, and it was like 93 degrees the one day. So it was like not the stuff, but like anytime, you know, in Vegas, like you would have to wait for the hotel room, but I was in the casino where the actual event was. So like anytime you needed to pop upstairs and get something or change or grab water or use the bathroom, you could go up to your own room and do that. And here it was like, no, it's a long walk. So like on Friday, I went to the sessions, then I went back to my room to get some of my supplies for another thing I had to DoorDash because I didn't have I couldn't connect my printer. This is the whole thing. What am I gonna write in here? Long run. Let me tell you things while I'm doing this. So I didn't have time really because I was working right before the conference to prepare my pictures for the scrapbooking part of it. So I was like, well, I'll just bring my little printer because I had like plenty of space in my bags. So I was like, I'll just bring my little printer. Well, then I couldn't get the printer to connect on the Wi-Fi on the hotel. Oh God, am I gonna be able to fit long run? I don't know what I did here. Oh, that looks terrible. Oh well. So I ended up having to get an SD card for it, and I didn't bring my SD card because I was just filming everything on my phone this weekend. I had my big SD card, which doesn't fit in that, so I had to order from Best Buy an SD card and an SD card adapter. I was like, oh my God, like, I could just go and walk somewhere and get this, but like there's nowhere to walk to. So anyway, we did 19 miles and 1,500 feet of elevation. Whoa. I wanted to do some elevation because I am hill running next weekend for the Pittsburgh Marathon. So I was like, I better get a little bit of hills in. So, and then we went to the cage for dinner, so I can put that down here. I do think that was part of it, was that like anytime I wanted to do anything, I had to go all the way back. I ended up like Ubering back and forth like multiple times, which made me feel like, oh my God, really? Uber for 3/4 of a mile? But just, I was getting like so overheated because of the humidity. And then Friday, it poured down rain. It stormed in the morning, like, I mean, big, big storms. Like the kind of storms that I absolutely love. It was that kind of storm. And some of this here. So we definitely were taking Ubers. Like everybody was Ubering then. And we should have like coordinated it better. But like what we would do is be like, hey, is anybody going over? I'm going right now. And like, it was not very well organized how we got back and forth. We could have like all shared Ubers better, but in any case, on Friday, went to the sessions in the morning, and then, did I walk over in the morning? No, I Ubered over in the morning because I was running late. That's right, because breakfast started half an hour late for no reason whatsoever. That's right. So I Ubered over on Friday morning, went to the sessions until like 1:30, and then I walked back over. Then I was trying to I had ordered the stuff from DoorDash, so I was trying to use my printer to get the stuff ready for the scrapbooking thing. Got back over at 3, and I think I can't remember if I Ubered or walked. Went over at 3, went to the scrapbooking thing, then I came back, took a little nap before the nighttime sessions. Then I was back from 7 until 10, hung out with my friends, and then Ubered back home at the end of that. And then I stayed up and wrote a little bit. Oh my goodness. But this was like the back and forth was just like, you know, every time you went back and forth, there's 15 minutes there and 15 minutes back. So like that did add on the time. So maybe that was part of why I felt like I just didn't have as much time. But I definitely knew the crash was coming regardless. Like I knew that I was going to have to like decompress when I got home, but I really thought I would do better with it than I did, and I did not do well at all. So anyway, that's my story. Okay, what did I do the last 2 days? I don't even remember. What am I doing tonight? I don't even know. I feel like so tired. My body just feels so achy right now. And, you know, it's okay. It looks like it's gonna storm outside. That's kind of exciting. Okay, tonight is dance class, 7:30 to 8:30. So as of yesterday, I am on a 10-day writing streak. I have written every single day for 10 days. I started way back here on Sunday the 14th, and I have written every single day. Let's see, writing, oh yes, writing, wrote times 2 today. I had 2 different writing sessions. I did write in here somewhere, but I don't think I could. Oh, writing time, I fit it in, yep. And then poolside writing in the morning. Then I wrote at the cage the last 2 nights. I had hoped to go out yesterday and do another session, but I just had too much going on, like getting the house ready, which I should put in here. I guess I should put this. Put one of these. I'm just like mentally very fried right now, so I'm sorry. Okay, so what did we do yesterday? I think that's not even all that I did. Wash the bedding, empty the suitcases, tidy the hallway, fold laundry, vacuum. I know I did more things than that. Meal prep, husband did that part. I did groceries in the morning. Oh my goodness, look at this. Okay, meal plan, which was like, kind of like a very minimal meal plan, but groceries. And then I had to go to Kinko's to drop off. I had to have my next I get my, God, I'm probably gonna knock everything over. I do the Moxie Life Intentions and Reflections, and they come like as little soft bound, whatever this vegan leather is, but I get like 2 books of each. So 2 books of intentions, 2 books of the reflections bound together on spiral binding, because I just like spiral binding better. It's just easier for me. So I always like those will last me 4 months. So every 4 months I take it to Kinko's and have them bind it. So that's what I did yesterday. So I did meal planning, then I got groceries, then I went to Kinko's, then I did all this stuff. No wonder I'm so freaking tired. I did a lot yesterday. I really did. Okay, that makes me feel a little better because I'm feeling like, man, what the heck? So, okay, that's all I want to fill out for that. I really don't know what else is going on the rest of the week. So I have dance tonight, and then I should run tomorrow, but I hope the weather's okay. I really don't know what to expect. Sunday will be my long run. Sunday I'm going to try to do my long run in the morning because I am hoping that Stevie and I can go out and have like a writer date on Sunday night. That's our plan, is like 6 o'clock after work. Okay, Thursday looks good for running. And then Sunday looks good for running. And then Saturday I'm going to try to do just a short, I don't know, maybe 4 miles. I have really been slacking this training cycle. Like it has been, I don't know, not good. I've been very consistent and good with my long runs, but there have been weeks where all I did was my long run. And I used to like be really good about, I would do a long run and then a shakeout. So my long run would be 14 miles, so my shakeout would be half the distance, so 7 miles. Back when I was in my like peak running shape, when I ran a 4:42 or whatever the heck in Richmond, that ship has sailed. We're not doing all that anymore, but we're doing the best that we can. And that's all that we can do sometimes. So anyway, I don't know really what else to put in for the rest of the week. I want to go dancing on Friday, but I just like, I can't predict my energy levels anymore. Like it's not always, I'll think like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have so much energy after I leave work. All day I will be like, oh man, when I get home I'm gonna do blah, blah, blah. And I'll be so excited about it. And then I'll get home and I will just literally crash. So there's, And then it's Meg who teaches our dance classes. It's her 40th birthday tomorrow, so we're getting her like a little gift card today, and then I have to film a little video. It's safe for me to say this because she'll have seen this by the time this video goes up. Her sister who's also part of the choreography group that we do, her sister is making a little video of all of us saying like something nice about her, so that'll be cute. So I have to film that today. So actually I should put that on here. I don't have any little... I wish I need to get like a jelly pen that I can write. They gave us blackout pages in the one memory planner from Lights Planner Action. And I don't have a pen, like a jelly pen that will write on it. Also, I had my long run on Monday and I didn't get sunburn because I put sunscreen on. But I did get that sun rash that I get sometimes. I don't know why I'm always so susceptible to this. And so my skin is just itchy. Like I've just been so itchy for 2 days. So let's see, order gift card. And also I have to send in my little like member profile for the dance company that I dance with. They want us to send in like a little questionnaire about ourselves, and then they do like a little monthly feature. So my friend Abby was the feature last time, and so I have to send mine in. I keep forgetting to send it to Meg, and then I have to send the video to Bree, and then I have to order the gift card this morning, which I have it pulled up on my computer. I just have to do it. So I think I'm gonna close this out here because I'm getting to be that time. I can see my timer is about to go off in like 2 minutes. So this kit is cute. Like I said, I think it's supposed to be spooky and for October, but it's spooky for April, for the last week of April, because it's got little writing stuff here. And I'm still writing. Today will be the true test. I told husband, I was like, on dance nights when I come home, he always cooks. And I was like, when I get home after we eat dinner, normally we'll watch a movie or something. I was like, I have to write tonight after dinner. And he's like, that's okay. And I was like, okay, but I feel bad because that's like our time that we spend together. But he's like, babe, you're working on a goal. I want to support your goal. So anyway, so my Go Wild vlog will be coming out as soon as I can. I think it's going to take me quite a while to edit the footage. I didn't have great seats either day for seeing the stage. So I did try to film some content of the speakers. I don't know how well it's going to turn out because, like I said, I was kind of far back from the stage. But oh my God, on the first day when you sit down and you have all the table sponsors, my table sponsor was Redbud Studios, and they did a Golden Girls theme, and it was so perfect. I was just like so happy. I was crying. Like, I had such a great weekend. Like, hung out with really cool people, made new friends. Like, I got to hang out with a bunch of different type of people and different friend groups, like, because I hung out with Summer and Hannah for part of it, and then I hung out with Amy and Sarah for another part of it. So I got to see friends that I knew, friends that I had met for the first time in person, that we had known each other online. Like, it was just a good mix of things. So I hope next year that it's on a weekend that I'm off and I can go again, because I will go, if I am able to go, I'm not working, I will go every year, literally. People were complaining like there wasn't as much swag, and I think the price went up. So I had purchased my ticket in 2020, and I had put it on the resale list, and they had never resold it. So I paid $500 for the 2020 ticket, and it had gone up. People said $800, but I was able to use my old ticket that I had. You could carry it over to another Gowild after if they couldn't sell it. So that worked out in my favor. So I did get it for less because I had the old ticket from 2020. But some people were complaining that there was like less swag. And I do feel like there was definitely less swag than there was in Vegas. But there was also like, it moved to more hands-on things, and we did like more crafting and creating ourselves, which I really liked. Like, I thought the change in the format of that to be less speakers, I mean, still speakers, but like more hands-on stuff, I really liked that. I thought that was good. I thought the communication was not great because like there was the app, but like you were supposed to be getting push notifications. I never got a single push notification, and I thought I had it set for that. So the app was like it was good, but it wasn't perfect. And so some things were communicated only on the app. And so like, if you didn't get that push notification, you wouldn't have known. Like, for example, they moved the welcome party. It was supposed to be outside, and they moved it inside, I think, because we had these like thunderstorm warnings. And I had no idea. And thankfully Summer had seen it. And so she told me like, oh, it's moved. But like, I mean, I would have figured it out when you're walking through and everybody's going to a different place. But like, the communication left a little bit to be desired. And then there were some events that like you had to sign up for in advance. And I never got the notification about that. And it was fine because I had other stuff going on. I was going to that scrapbooking session then. But like, if you wanted to go to one of those things and you didn't know about it, if you didn't get the push notification on the app. So that was like not great. And then the lighting was really bad. So we were doing more hands-on arts and crafts, and the lighting was like very, they did not turn the lights up. The lights were like down the entire time. And I was like, I know I'm in my 40s, but like, I can't see a fucking thing. Like, it was very rough. So other than that though, I think everything was it was so fun. I loved the planner fair because everything was like so deeply discounted, and it was stuff that like, you know, companies that you love to use. I spent way too much at Simply Gilded, but I'll use all of those things, you know. I love their washi tape. I've never used their sticker kits actually before. I've only used their washi tape, but the sticker kits were so cute. So I bought a bunch of those. Like, just, I don't know. I had so much fun. Martha Stewart was hilarious. V from Under the Desk News was so funny and smart. I got to meet them at the Plan Jamma party. Plan Jamma was fun. I didn't love the venue so much. It was at Texas Live, which was like kind of, the dance floor was smallish, but it was a big open place, and the lights were like a little too bright for a nightclub, but it was still really fun. But all in all, I had a blast. I would definitely go again. I think what I would do is, if there's any chance that I'm going to go, I would book the hotel right away just to make sure that I would be at the host hotel. If in the end I couldn't go, then I could cancel it. But that was the biggest bummer for me, was not being at the host hotel and having to go back and forth, because that really did take up a lot of time to do that. So, and I just like, you know, you like being there and being like, everybody's here, and you know, have chance encounters running into people, and like, not that you didn't at the Sheraton, because we did all, you know, run into each other at the Sheraton, all of us who were staying there. But next year, if it's on my off weekend, I'm just going to book the hotel and then decide later. Like that's going to be the first thing I do is book the hotel. So, all right. Thank you so much for listening to my rambling about Go Wild. You will see more about it because you will see my vlog from Go Wild week. And then I am planning to hopefully show some of the swag that we got. We did get a lot. We still got a lot. It wasn't quite as much as we got in Vegas, but that was okay because a lot of that stuff I ended up giving away because I was not going to use all of it. We got more than I could use in Vegas. So anyway, that's where it is. I'm leaving this here. I will fill out more as the week goes on and I figure out what the heck's going on because right now I have no idea what's going to happen the next few days because I'm going to go to work and then see where my energy levels are. I feel like I'm going to need a whole week off to decompress after coming home from Go Wild and not fully decompressing and then starting back to 7 days of work. But we will do what we can do. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you are new here. And as always, my friends, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. And I will see you in my next video.